Okay, I have one box of puff pastry dough. This is a great shortcut to make a Napoleonian, and I buy the sheets. Not always puff pastry come in form of the sheet. The one you need, it definitely has to say sheet. Each box has 2 fold sheets. I'm gonna dust the counter, the flour a little. Puff pastry sheets should not be handled a lot. You see, from the area it has been a fold, I am cutting it. The good thing is, because I put this out of the freezer and I defrosted in refrigerator, is workable, it's very flexible. And each sheet I make a 3 column, and every column to 3 pieces. And I have a tray which I put the sheets in, and I'm gonna put my cut puff pastry next to each other. You don't need to give them a lots of distance. Actually, it's better when it is very close by. And this is my second sheet. Again, I cut it in the 3 column, and each column I cut them on 3 pieces. And I'm gonna put all on my baking sheet. And the oven is warm up in 400 degree of Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna put them in the oven right now. Okay, look at our puff pastry. Before I take it off the oven, I look at the bottom of it. It's golden, top is golden. It sounds crunchy. It's ready to come in out of the oven. After 20 to 25 minutes, that's how our puff pastry comes up. You see how puffy it is. It's crunchy, it's crumbly. I take it off the oven. I'm gonna put them in the cooling pan to cool down. You are not able to work with it until your puff pastry completely cool. Okay, let's see. I normally bake this a night before, and I leave it overnight to become room temperature. Okay, my puff pastry dough, it cooled down. You're gonna cut them from the center right here to the half. You gotta hold on it very lightly because it's very flaky. It would crunch. You divide all of them in a half. Whatever it crumbled, it is fine. Don't worry about it. We need to have some crumble piece for a top. So I'm gonna do all that, and make sure do this over a paper sheet, because all these crumble stuff, you see this crumble stuff, we're gonna use for topping. Everything in this dough, it would be useful. Right here I have 3 cups of the milk. I use organic milk. prefer lactose free, and I have a vanilla pudding. I'm gonna use this box because it's a shortcut to making a vanilla cream for my Napoleonian. The direction in the box says to have 3 cups of the milk, 1 pack of the pudding. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here 3 cups of the milk, and this is a 1 pack of the pudding. This is a non-cooking pudding. They come 2 different types. This is the non-cooking one. I'm gonna mix it until all the powder dissolves on the milk. I beat that vanilla pudding for 2 or 3 minutes until it's look like this, the thickness. My vanilla pudding is ready. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator to get a little thicker than what it is now. I want to use them on my Napoleon pastry. You don't need to have it to be too thick, but I kind of like it a little thicker than. I mean, maybe 10-15 minutes in refrigerator. That would be ready. Here I grab my puff pastry, which I did cut it in the half. They work as a pair, and I separated the bottom part. I'm gonna put them in my serving tray, and the top part I slowly and gently push it to get flat. Yeah, you're gonna lose a little crumbles, but it's fine. And I put them in an order so I know which bottom goes with which top. The fast way to make a Napoleonian and a shortcut is to use one of those instant pudding mix. You make it at home. So I put a full tablespoon of this pudding in each bottom layer. Well, you put it as much you want. It has no real measurement in it, like that. And then I'm gonna bring the top, I put them on top of it. Then I'm gonna do another layer of this cream vanilla on here. Sometimes people make this with pâtissier cream, and I even saw some people doing it with a whipping cream. I made it on all 3 ways, and I'm telling you, the vanilla cream or vanilla custard, it is the best choice for it. The taste, it's very, should I say French? It is. Believe me, these people making the best pastries. Again, with the spoon, I am putting the vanilla custard. Now, it's a good thing falling the other one. He didn't make a mess. So, vanilla custard for here, and this is the top part for the vanilla, that one. I'm gonna put vanilla pudding or any other cream you made right here, and I'm gonna put them on top of it. And that was the way to have it plain. Now I know some people like to have strawberries in their Napoleonian. I personally like it plain. Why mess with perfection? But I'm gonna show you anyway. Right here I have organic strawberry, which I washed and I thinly sliced it, and I'm gonna put a layer of strawberry in my Napoleonian. One layer. Then I'm gonna put the top part in it. Only in bottom layer I'm gonna put a strawberry. And this is the top layer. Let's do another one with strawberries. I'm gonna put vanilla custard, and then I'm gonna put strawberries, you know, you want to put generous amount of the custard because puff pastry is not sweet. This is the only way of the sweetening this pastry, and because it's dry, when you put them in refrigerator it start absorbing the juice out of this cream. So please go generously. I put one layer of a puff pastry, one layer of vanilla custard, another layer of puff pastry, another layer of cream vanilla. In this one, after first layer of the puff pastry and the cream vanilla, I put strawberries, the thinly sliced strawberries, and then I put another puff pastry, cream vanilla. On top of that, you know those crumbles I said is good to keep? We're gonna use it. This is the time to use that. You're gonna crumble those crunchy cooked puff pastry on top of your Napoleonian. As I said, I like my Napoleonians plain, but my husband kind of like it with the strawberry. I made some with the strawberries. I find it preferable with vanilla cream, vanilla custard, but you could make cream pâtissier, or you could whip the cream, put on it. But first try this flavor I made, and it has a very nice shortcut in it. It's very quick, it's not too much work, considering if you're supposed to make this from scratch. You see how pretty it gets? It is good to have some with the nice color on it. Some of those puff pastry has a nice color on it. The crunch on top of your Napoleonian, it would be prettier. It is traditionally, after this layer, they put powdered sugar on top of it. I'm not into powdered sugar. I'm not gonna do that, but you're more than welcome to add that layer on top of this crumble. Although I'm gonna top it with grinded pistachio, Persian pistachio. After this layer is finished, it's the time to you just dust it with the powdered sugar. Okay, I cover on top of my Napoleon with those crumble puff pastry, and here I grinded a little pistachio, fresh pistachios. My pistachio was toasted, and I'm gonna dust it over my Napoleon. If you're using a sugar, powdered sugar, you should do it before pistachio. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at those with the strawberries. It's very pretty. Okay, the Napoleon are ready. Before you serve it, you have to clean the tray. Right now, I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator. Putting them in refrigerator, it make it sit, and it tastes better for some reason. At least leave them in the refrigerator for a couple hours, then take it out and serve it. Now, of course, we're gonna get rid of all those crumble stuff around the tray. Thank you. Okay, my Napoleon pastry is ready. I put them in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and I'm gonna test it. Look at that. Look at this. Isn't that interesting? Let's try. You really should try this. You know, even next day tastes better than today. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know what you think.